an update that I don't know what it's called, but it's like the water update. So now if you go in, and this is creative mode because this update broke my server that was running on the older version. I had a very cool moistness related project that I can't show you directly because it's no longer playable with the auto updated Minecraft client. So anyway, this is what Minecraft looks like now. There's like this seaweed, which apparently is cooler than what I was working on because they chose that instead. But so this talk was going to be about how I was trying to drain a lake in Minecraft, and that is for a complicated set of reasons that, you know, maybe it's like an emotional, I don't even know. But okay, so like to drain a lake in Minecraft, there's these things called sponges, and they're really hard to get in survival mode. You can only get them by going into an underwater fortress, and those are kind of rare, and you need to brew water-breathing potions to get into them, and then you have to kill an Elder Guardian. It's terrible, but I was able to do that and collect some sponges on my survival server, and then I was going to use these to drain a lake. Maybe I will explain why. But anyway, so when you place a sponge in water, the water will usually just flow back, like if it's in like a body of water like this, because of the way water physics works in Minecraft. So what you have to do is you have to like build up like these little barriers so that you have a finite pool of water that you drain, and then the water will stay gone, and then you can break those down again. So to do what I was doing, which was to try and drain an entire lake, it sort of goes like this. You just go, keep sectioning these off, and you can do bigger sections than I'm doing here to show you, but it's a very specific number of water blocks that a sponge can like drain. And so I had maybe like, maybe like that much drained from my lake in the other server. And this was just done by like going out and out, and then you need more and more blocks of dirt or sand to make the barriers, because then you have to leave some on the outer edge so that the water doesn't seep back in and refill where you've... So like, it's a big undertaking. And why was I doing that? So, last year at school, I had like a bit of a weird like emotional period where I was like binge watching the original Scooby-Doo. And at first this was like a nostalgic thing, but then it became like I hated it, but it was simple and I could just keep doing it. So like when you need to pass time and you hate everything, like you might as well be watching Scooby-Doo and hate that, because then you don't think about what else you might have to do. It's sort of like, it's like a scope thing. It's like, okay, this is what I do. I just play the next Scooby-Doo episode. But I also did the same thing with Minecraft, and Minecraft can get really tedious too, like especially if you like draining lakes. But so, at the bottom of lakes, there's some cool stuff, like usually, well, I don't know about the new update, usually at the bottom of bodies of water there's like clay that you can mine, and that's the only way you can get bricks. But also the cool thing, if you're not in creative mode, so I have infinite sponges in creative mode right now, but if you're not, your sponges will turn into wet sponges after you use them once, and then you have to put them in a furnace and wait for them to dry so you can use it again. So you're just constantly like making a barrier, putting down the sponges, draining it, getting a wet sponge, put it in the furnace, wait for it to dry. It's just this cycle. It's not fun at all, but like then you start to watch your progress like creep across, and you see like the ugly bottom of the lake. Like it's not a beautiful land formation. It's like part sand, part dirt. Like it's not aesthetically pleasing, but you're doing it because you want to see the bottom of this lake, the whole lake, and you just do it. So maybe you would want to do that sometime, and that's sort of how and why. Yeah.